hello. This is RobotnikIsSexy again with a match that I had. Standard match, actually, and I had it with the Facebook group Ixion Templars, which is by far one of the best Pokemon groups I've ever been a part of. I think mostly because the people in charge are not afraid to use the banhammer, so if you are an annoying schmuck, they're going to boot you, and therefore everybody in the group is actually really awesome, so it's kind of cool how that works. Interesting lead. I was very tempted to lead with Swellow, but he's got a bunch of rock and steel types, so I thought that would be pretty bad. But yeah, nobody outspeeds Jim Henson. Nobody. I mean, max speed, naive, choice scarf, nothing can compare to its speed, which is awesome and good. And he goes into this guy, this dinosaur, who's Tyranitar, right? For some reason, I go into Crustle. I thought he was going to use Stealth Rocks, but he doesn't. He uses Superpower, and it does a bit. I take it pretty well, actually. I was surprised. Thought I would do over half, but apparently not. X-Scissor, go for the straight attack on his Kalarum, on his Bronzong. Just gonna keep X-Scissoring until he's dead. Because I'm a professional at this game and just keep hitting that X-Scissor button. I'm actually, I am really afraid to use Shell Smash, because he could switch at any moment to Skarmory and then I would be walled, which happens right now. So, this is my Lolzy mixed tier team that I usually don't use in Standard unless I'm in a really good mood, and as it so happens, I was in a very good mood. This guy, also known as Kyle from the Templar Ixiu, from the group, we had this really awesome RU battle, and it really got me in the groove. So yeah, this is actually battle number 2. I will upload battle number 1 later, and it's really awesome. I go for a bunch of the rock attack thing, and I like hit twice, and it does like no damage, and I overpredict here, but it almost kills it. I was really surprised. So that really sucks. So could have killed Skarmory, didn't. So yeah. Kinda sucks. I think a scimitar is a kind of sword. I think I remember years and years gone past when I played Diablo 2 and you could get a scimitar or scimitar or whatever. I have a vague, distant recollection of that. So that is a random fact that you don't need to know. And here's Bomb Man, the Fortress, and I'm gonna rapid spin, I think, yeah. Because a lot of my Pokemons are weak to Stealth Rock on this team. I think 3 of them, or 2 of them. It's something. It's enough. It's enough Stealth Rock weaknesses that I pretty much have to rapid spin all the time. Which is okay. It works out. I'm like, okay, I didn't think Crustle would live this long, first of all. So I feel pretty good about that. He tricks me the lagging tail. Goes for Hypnosis, misses because Hypnosis sucks, and it's just as well. He could Hypnosis me. This thing is basically dead meat on a stick because I have a lagging tail, and this thing's gimmick is the Shell Smash. And now I can't Shell Smash, which actually is going to come up later and bite me in the ass, because later in this battle I'm going to forget entirely that I was tricked a lagging tail, because this battle is like half an hour long. In real time, I sped it up a lot. I go for Earthquake, and since I have like 12 horseshoes up my ass, I get a critical hit, and it like does well over half his health, which I was like, what? What the hell? Is this like a special defensive Regirock? I mean, he should be able to take like 10 of those. Of course I got the critical hit, so yeah. I decide now is probably the best time in the universe to switch into Dusclops, also known as Zoidberg, because why not Zoidberg? And we're gonna have a curse party. This is actually really cool. This is one of the cooler turns of the battle. He uses curse, I use curse, but I am a ghost, so he's gonna, yeah, he can curse as much as you want. He's gonna die in 2 turns. Like, that's the long and short of it. So, and I am back. My virtual dub program is crapping out on me a lot today, which is really bad and makes for awkward narrating transition thingies, because like the video will like stop and then I have to reopen it and stuff. Anyway, yeah, so I took down that Regirock, which is cool, and I think it's a double down. Yes, it is a double down. Which is kind of sad because Dusclops is a very fun Pokemon. He's one of my favorites right now. I make a kind of a misplay here, which I need to note. Instead of using Stealth Rock, I use Spikes twice, and that's gonna come around later to kind of change the game a little bit, but at that point in the game, like later on, where it's so much later that it kind of doesn't matter anymore, so I like don't even need to bring it up, but I'll talk about that when I get to it. I'm basically foddering out Fortress and putting up hazards at the same time, which is pretty cool. I mean, it's a pretty cool thing to do, right? Landorus is out there, it's Life Orbed, it's Rock Polished, 2 times, and I go into my Air Balloon Empoleon, and I think to myself, well, he certainly is taking a long time to choose his move. He either has Hammer Arm and is trolling me by waiting so long, or he is going to switch out. And he gets a crit with U-turn that does like well over half my, well, not well over, it does about half my health. It goes into this guy, Zarkana, and because it is not the factory-made special defense bulky HP kind, it actually outspeeds me. I thought it would be like a sassy nature, because in Weather Wars the slower guys put up their weather first. But apparently this Tyranitar does not care about weather and likes to be faster than random Empoleons, so I get my head punched off with superpower, which is sad, because Empoleon was a big playing piece. Yeah, I don't know, like maybe if I had used agility on the Switch, Hydro Pump would have taken it out. I don't actually know. With the special defense boost, it might have lived by a little bit, so maybe it didn't matter. And we're back to this old game, where it's Cakebug versus Scimitar, and I knock the screen because I'm like stylusing my attacks and bad things happen. He goes for Roost, and I don't use Earthquake. And then I'm like, oh well, he'll probably use Roost again, thinking that thing, but I actually should have used I don't know. Oh, blimey. He goes, okay, this is the turn actually where I should have used Earthquake, and he just used Roosts, and I just keep on using the rock thing. And I was actually really puzzled that Skarmy outsped me, because I forgot that I had been tricked the Lagging Tail, which pretty much changes things a lot. See, I predict the Roost there, it doesn't happen, and he's like, lol, you mad? And I'm like, yes I am. So that sucks. I'm just gonna keep using Rock Blast until I get killed. And I'm like, come on, hit 5 times, each time be a critical hit, come on, let's go. That's what we need here, Cakebug. We got this all day, all night. Okay, so Cakebug the Crustle is finally downed, which that thing survived forever against a Sandstorm team. I guess the Sandstorm helped it live longer, but I don't know. With that many Steel types and Rock types, I'm really surprised it wasn't like completely demolished. Go for the straight play here and it pays off. Use Fire Blast. It goes down. Pretty awesome, pretty awes. And now he has 2 Pokemon left, I believe. He has Cheetar, and he has Landorus, and he has... I think that's it. This is like the very end of the battle. I believe this is my last... Oh, no it's not, that's right. I don't want to be stuck into Fire Blast, so I use Swellow as a meat shield, which is basically what Swellow does. It either rapes your team, or I use it as a meat shield so that something else can get a free switch in. I mean, both are very useful things, but it's a pretty depressing life for Swellow. That's just all I'm gonna say. He said good game at this point. He thought I had Surf, which would be funny because then I would win. But as it turns out, I don't have Surf. I've got U-Turn, Dark Pulse, Draco Meteor, and Fire Blast. So, because I didn't use Stealth Rocks, he's gonna come in here, not take any hazard damage. I'm gonna use Draco Meteor, and it's going to hit someday. There's some communicating going on. The anticipation is boiling up. It's crazy. I don't know, I think we were talking in the chat and we were like getting all excited because we didn't know what was going to happen. Okay, here it is. I launched the Draco and he lives by a little bit, kills me with U-Turn. With Life Orb and Stealth Rock damage, I think he might have died and it might have been a draw. I'm not really sure. He probably would have survived by like 8 HP anyway, but I thought that was an interesting thing to note. And that is my awesome battle, guys. I'll see you later.